Welcome back to the show, and look at this dahlia, darling. Dahlias are so beautiful, and they are one of the most incredible flowers that bloom from mid-summer to early autumn.
Go.
They just go, and guess who's here to show us all about it?
Oh la la!
Mr. Ciscoe Morris is here. So glad to talk to you, because I get that you get a lot of questions about dahlia care.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. You know, there's one problem with this dahlia right here.
That it's beautiful?
No, it's growing on my wife's side of the garden.
Oh, you cut this from your wife? I don't want it.
Don't tell, whatever you do.
Oh, you have just made me an accomplice. Oh my goodness gracious.
But look at the size of it. They call this a dinner plate kind.
Yeah, I can see why.
Oh my God, I love this.
Oh,
you know what?
Beautiful.
Look at this guy. This is called karma chalk.
Karma chalk?
Yeah, and it's really a good one with that dark red, and it even smells a little like chocolate. Another name for it is chocolate ball.
Chocolate ball.
But if you grow this, you will gain weight. That's because you can't help it. Run in the house, start eating dark chocolate. There's nothing you can do about that.
It is so true. And this legit does smell like chocolate. These are beautiful.
Yeah, there's so many kinds, and they're just so gorgeous, you know.
So how do you grow a healthy, beautiful dahlia? I mean, should I be asking your wife, honestly, Ciscoe? I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
That could be true, I'll tell you what.
Well, woo. People are excited about dahlias out here on the plaza, what can I say? So what do we need to make a healthy dahlia?
You want to put them in full sun. That's really important. You grow them in full sun with well-drained soil.
Okay.
That's critical. And then I keep them really well fertilized. So I use so this is like a vegetable food.
Okay.
But it could be a flower food. The main thing is the second number is higher than the first number.
Second number. I love it when you make it simple for me. Second number higher than the first. 4, 6, 3. Got it. Okay.
And it's organic, which I like. And then this is the secret ingredients, which is spilling out the ring.
We're gonna have plants.
To tape that up. But this is alfalfa meal. This is horse food.
Horse food. That's right. They eat alfalfa.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
But I'll tell you what, it's not high in nutrients, but it's got all these micronutrients and hormones and growth regulators that tell your plant, bloom, you fool, bloom. And man, today, ooh, la la.
And they'll bloom all summer long if you do all this?
Yeah. So every 6 weeks I fertilize them with this stuff, you know, and then, you know, if you grow dahlias out in a nice sunny spot on a really hot day like is coming up, they're going to wilt. And so you got to give them just a drink of water in the morning, and they'll be happy then, you know.
Oh, that's good to know.
Sometimes they wilt. They'll usually bounce right back up late in the day, but, you know, I want them to look good.
I want them to look good, too. So if I decide, because you've inspired me by your wife's dahlias, if I go buy, can I go buy them now, and will they still be okay?
Yeah, you know, that's the great thing. Nurseries never used to carry them in pots. Now they have them in pots, so you can bring them home, plant them right in the garden. And then, you know, the big question I always get, do I got to dig them out?
That's a good question. Yeah, do you?
Well, people used to do it all the time. I never do it. But this is the magic trick right here.
Fern.
So you cut, and you know, this will be in late fall, it'll be November when they're all dying back. You cut them down to the ground. Instead of digging them up, I cover them with, these are evergreen fern fronds from our sword fern, our native sword fern.
Okay.
And you just put them down on top of where you've cut them, because you'll see there's holes in the stem. Water could go in those and rot the tubers.
Oh, and you don't want them to.
No. So what you do is you just pile these on about 6 inches deep, and they're a great insulator, but they repel water.
It's like nature's umbrella.
It's a little umbrella. Lets a little get through, just what it needs.
All right.
So good.
I love it. So what about animals? Do they attract insects or repel them?
There's one really bad insect that gets on them. You can't believe it. So my neighbor called me over and said, what the heck happened? She had a beautiful one like this. I come over, it looks like a Mariner baseball.
Oh no.
Every petal's gone. So the next night I went out with my flashlight.
I bet you did.
Earwigs.
Earwigs?
Earwigs, those yucky earwigs. And they're crawling around
Ciscoe.
chewing away, you know. So I figured out the most ingenious earwig trap. Only a genius really could have thought of this.
Obviously.
So you take one of these water bottles, cut it off at the neck,
Okay.
and then what you do, you have to use the secret ingredients, one blop. It's very scientific.
One blop.
One blop of tuna fish cat food.
What?
You stick that in there, then you stick this back on, and you can put some pins through or something,
Okay.
safety pins, and put yarn on there and hang it in your plant. When the earwigs smell that tuna fish cat food, they act just like I do when I smell a Brussels sprout casserole. They totally lose control.
Like in a good way or a bad? Do they head out?
No, they head in.
Oh, of course
and
they do.
go in the trap, and
Of course they do.
can't find their way back out. Now, what do you do with them afterwards?
Yeah.
Just go over to somebody's house you don't like. No problem.
I mean, you know, you don't like that person. Ciscoe, thank you so much. I was going to ask you about deers, but we ran out of time. But we have all this information on our website, and Ciscoe's got all the details there
You
to
bet.
get your dahlias blooming beautifully.
Cool.
Please thank your wife for these beautiful dahlias.
I will for sure.